Okay, so let's see how this works out. Might be too much. God, I got a broken mic.
Famed, of course, for my unique red skin and unparalleled skills as a general of the House of War, I, the Red Prince, was raised within the vast palaces of the fabled Forbidden City. I was destined to become the next emperor. But my ambitions suffered a bit of a setback when I fell from grace for cavorting with demons. Now, I'm exiled and hunted by assassins. But I assure you, I remain undaunted and as determined as ever to claim my rightful throne.
I think I played him the first time. I did not play her. Oh, is she a thief?
I used to be a slave.
Assassin?
Kept under the thumb of the master. The bastard that made me hunt down my own kin. How did he do that, you ask? With the living scar you see on my cheek, this horror that takes no more than a song sung by Master Dearest to control my very thoughts. But now the tables have turned. I broke my shackles, and when I finally find him, I will make the Master sing a very different kind of song.
Good for you. Okay, she's a fighter. He was a... Oh, so we can change... Okay. I think I played him as a wizard. Or Shadowblade. Metamorph. Let's see her. Inquisitor. Knight. Metamorph. Chicken form. Bullhorn. What's that form? Tentacle Lash. Ranger. Rogue. Shadowblade. Wayfarer. Okay. Ifan Badnez. Ingenious and thrifty. A witch. A wizard. Battle Mage. Battle Ram. Blinding Radiance. Shocking Cut. Cleric. Restoration. Bloodsucker. Okay, let's see. Conjure. Beast. He is a conjurer. A dwarf conjurer. That's weird. Chanter, fighter. Okay. Lose. I might have played with her too. That name's familiar. Battle Stomp, Dancing Shield. Is that Knight? Ranger. Battle Mage. Bane. Play Dead and Time Warp. Dwarf, Custom Dwarf, Custom Elf, Custom Human, Custom Lizard, Undead Dwarf, Undead Elf, Undead Human, Undead Lizard, Red Prince. Okay, who do we want to play with? Consume blood surfaces around them, destroying vitality. The more blood, the more they will be healed. Mosquito swarm. Unleash a swarm of giant mosquitoes that suck the blood from your enemies, dealing 10 to 12 physical damage and healing yourself. Oh, that's a necromancer. Oh, he's an inquisitor there. I thought he was a fighter. Let's see what the fighter is. Bouncing shield and fortify. Dragon Blaze and Demonic Stare. You get +1 in persuasion from spell song. Gives you +10 fire resistance. That might be the one we go with. Bullhorns. Turn the target into a chicken. Watch out of your opponent. I think we're gonna go with Inquisitor. Yeah. Rain, hail strike, electric discharge. See, these kind of go with Inquisitors. Let's just go with that. Friends, imitate nobody. Okay, this is for multiplayer. Okay. Appearance. Can't really change much. We can change much, but okay, voice. We can mess with that. No, we can't. Okay, skills. Strength +1, intelligence and constitution all +1. Warfare, necromancy, and telekinesis. Craftsmanship 1. Nasty deeds. No sneaking for this guy. Okay. Executioner. We have the one talent. Ambidextrous. Executioner gives you 2 extra action points after dealing a killing blow once per turn. Noble and the Scholar. Intelligent, curious, your appetite for learning far exceeds your taste for bloodshed. Books and scrolls, your dearest possession. Born to riches and luxury, you have an aristocratic bearing, eloquent speech, and finest manners. We'll just keep the instruments. We'll keep the density. Okay, start. I was confused.
It all happened like I knew it would. Magic. And like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
I mixed this game up with Pillars of Eternity. Because the Godwoken is very similar to what was in Pillars, I believe.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry, the sedative will wear off soon enough.
Oh, we're over here.
Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
What a way to wake. Wooden boards and iron shackles. The Divine Order's hospitality leaves much to be desired indeed. The indignity. I'm supposed to send people down to the dungeons, not the other way round.
a minute. Got some gold. Rotate.
Ah, well, that explains the smell.
Did you expect a needle?
Yes.
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin. Did you expect a needle?
Key.
Boring.
Resurrection scroll. Electric discharge. Important, it's come to my attention again that several of you are bypassing the cargo hold security measures by sliding boxes onto the pressure plate. This will not do. The purpose of these measures is to require the presence of at least 3 magisters at a change of shift. Any deviation will result in at least 1 magister getting thrown overboard. Make sure it's not you. Healing potion, okay.
Rubbish.
Pocket knife, okay. Equip. Got a weapon. That won't go through yet. Gotta go through here and then around. Oh, okay. There's a pressure plate. Okay. Discharge scroll. Lockpick. That's the poison, yeah. There's a pressure plate somewhere. Where is it? One lockpick. I didn't look in all those other boxes. Dang it. Okay. Nope.
Empty. Dang it. How do we go around that? That's probably our exit. Okay. The Magister Guard snorts and sniffles as he sleeps. You're almost impressed that one man can make such a phlegmy racket. Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring Magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me? Wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy red scale? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Salute him and say his superior sent you. He's to report to the upper deck. Tell him you heard yelling coming from above. He needs to get up there. laugh and tell him one of the guards on the upper deck fell overboard. You should check it out. You're itching for a fight. Here's your mark. What your superior sent me.
And it's about time too. The lads and lasses up there are getting lazy. Figures they'd send one of you sorcerers down. They can barely be chuffed to wiggle a single toe. Can't just leave the prisoner alone, though. I heard he might be the one causing trouble upstairs.
Flex my arms. I'll keep an eye on the prisoner. He wouldn't dare cross me. Remark on the sturdiness of the cell bars. The prisoner's not going anywhere. Speak boastfully of your days as a prison warden. Guard can go ahead. You've got this. Remark on the sturdiness of the cell bars. The prisoner's not going nowhere. Oh, failure.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offense intended. You hear that, Em? Come on. Keep your hands where I can see them.
The prisoner's eyes meet yours. He speaks not with gratitude, but with gleeful malevolence.
Ah, freedom. And I can set you free in return. Say your prayers while you've breath to speak them, lad. The hall.
Holy shit. I did that wrong.
You there. Come here.
Swarm. Battering ram.
What would he have to gain by killing me? I need to keep my guard up.
Pick up his piss spot. Okay, what's this? Hey, the screen is super zoomed in on stream. Alright, let me check it out. Oh, because the stream I was doing last night. Alright, let me fix that. Oh yeah, bad. Thank you. How are you tonight? Okay, where am I? Way over here? Anything in here? Doesn't look like it. Nope, okay. I'm doing pretty good. mood for a little Divinity. Especially after seeing the preview for the new Divinity game coming out. How do we... We have water in here? Water. If I remember right, you can pour water on this stuff. Yeah, in my mind I've got this Divinity DOS 2 mixed up with Pillars because I played them right after one another. So I got the two kind of confused with each other. Let's see, can this? Okay, so we don't have to go through that door. Oh yeah, we do. Okay. How do we clean that up? No water. Used to be like a I think it's leaking from the barrel itself. That got me. Damn it.
This again?
Whoops, that. We could have used that to cross over it, but oh well. Came from the wrong direction. We could have got in without opening it anyway.
And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
There was a bed. Let's go find it real quick. What's in here? 2 eggs.
indications of a struggle.
Junk.
What a well of knowledge this tome is. Dallas is such a dear lending it to me.
We have two long presumed sources of virtuous part of civil society, yet we look no further into the past than the Source King's reign to understand the havoc such magic may wreak. One day another order must follow in the Source Hunter's footsteps. Sorcerers must be muted. A new model of Source colors provided by Red.
Now where did I leave my calipers?
Proving most effective.
Empty.
Slow down.
I'll need to write to headquarters right away.
Oh. Crafting screen. Select or drag items in the crafting slot. Hit the combine button.
Did the murderer take him into this room? Or was he already here?
Junk.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Means but that by the room shape you can tell you're on a Lucian-class frigate, but why? Now that you're up, you'd like to bathe and dine, tell her to ring for servants. By this room shape. There was a little accident in the cargo deck. The prisoner's dead.
Is he? Oh well. Some problems simply sort themselves, don't they?
Why has he called me?
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells of yours? See what happens.
She's playing a trick.
Oh, do go on. I won't hold it against you. My, aren't we a meek little lamb? Perhaps I needn't have collared you at all. Though it does look... So let's just leave it on, shall we? Because to answer your question, what this collar does is this. It makes you unable to cast source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
But I was able to cast spells. Now none of them up. I'd like to bathe and dine. By the room shape, we're on a Lucian class frigate, but why?
Why?
Frigate.
Because we're at sea, of course, and...
Index fingers pressed to her lips. She pauses a moment to give you a...
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that set. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well.
Better.
Good God! There's been a murder here.
But who? Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Inform her that she wasn't this man's protector, she was his captor. You were his captor.
Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of...
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Maybe I can, I'm a sorcerer after all. That's a trick I haven't quite mastered. Are you investigating your fellow magisters as well? One of them could have easily done this.
Finn was killed by Source. If a Magister could do that, there wouldn't be a Magister. It looks more like a passenger managed to slip their collar. And the rest, well, you see the evidence in front of you. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
My price is considerably higher than that.
Not in here, it isn't.
Yeah.
You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous. But who?
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
got a bedroll. Good. I can sleep anywhere.
Why won't you sing? You're really red. I bet that's why the Magisters took you. They took me because I'm magic.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
We just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up.
You think me mad?
Mad? Insufferable, surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
This is
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like. Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
You put a knuckle in it. I'm trying to concentrate.
Can you read
They don't care
the
about
future in Cal entrails is all?
She eyes you quite seriously.
That knuckle if you keep carrying on.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
Insufferable, surely.
I do not see why not.
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, your hunger gnawed and gnawed at you until you could stand it no longer. Finding the cellar door ajar, instead of trying to escape, you snuck into the pantry like a common thief, only to find nothing but rather questionable turnips. There you stood as a magister walked in, still hungry, feeling a mighty fool.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
I'd quite forgotten about that.
They're picking us off one by one.
You don't know what in the hell, seven hells you're talking about.
Reassure you and you shut up.
I'd quite forgotten about
She
that.
pats you on the shoulder consolingly.
Excuse me.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
There, don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell.
Whose fate are those dice deciding?
She smiles contemptuously.
Just a kitten in a corner.
What's your name?
No.
Gods, didn't your mother teach you any manners?
I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sub-story somewhere else.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. You're
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this trampy fan.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
We just skip to the part where I
Here's beckon me like a common servant.
He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Why is that? Magister suspect you of murder.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago.
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white...
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword, and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
I'm so curious about the murder. Did you do it?
No. The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
And what did you find? What did you do to find yourself in the mercy of a subordinate?
Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties.
You know anything about where we're heading, Fort Joy?
The Joy? I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
That's one acquaintance I'm not eager to make. I'd like to meet Alexander. You'd show him exactly what you think of his bloody divine order.
Easy now. I might think the same, but Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
What are you conspiring about over there? You, Lizard, what's...
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
It's Gil?
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
Insufferable, surely. I'll tell you if you can...
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
Boy? Tell me how to think twice before addressing you like a child. What am I meant to be hearing? Slaver's request away and ask one who knows about the murder on board. Boy?
He turns his head toward you, looking you up and down, and smiles before turning his attention to the ship once more.
I gotta pick a shot. Okay, it's on an ad break. There we go. Okay.
look like a boy to me. Listen if you're interested, or get gone if you aren't.
What am I meant to be hearing?
The ship, of course.
Quiet and listen to the sounds of the ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints.
And?
The ship is moaning like a sick man. Say the sea sounds angry, like it's trying to capsize the ship. The shipmates are as chatty as gals who barely hear over the din. The sea sounds angry, like it's going to capsize the ship.
The fellow cocks his ear, listening.
That isn't anger. It's
He cocks his ear to the other side.
anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches. That's all you hear, though. Listen close.
Close your eyes and try to let the ambient sounds of the ship fade away.
There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
What's got you so excited? It's nothing more than a rat.
No, you beautiful idiot. That wasn't any rat. It was the wheel. Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
You shouldn't talk like that about such a magnificent beard. What? Why is he so excited about reaching Fort Joy? Have you heard about the place? He must be a practiced sailor asking what the figure means to him. Why are you so excited about reaching Fort Joy?
No, indeed, boy. But that ain't my final destination.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
If he's hatching an escape plan, I want in.
He continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you.
Bloody dwarves, I'll come back to you, and you better be ready to talk here.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this one.
The Magisters are out for blood. You saw the body, didn't you? Big bruiser like you ought to be able to take them on. It was one of them. I know it.
My prince.
The cook bows slightly and wipes her hands on her gruel-stained garb.
Forgive me, Your Highness. I didn't expect... Well, anyway, whether I had more than cornmeal and rotting roots to serve, I'd concoct something more fitting for one of your stature.
I deserve nothing but the finest cuisine. It's your duty to provide it.
Insufferable, surely.
Relax.
She nods and smiles wanly before returning to her duties.
Tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
The Divine Order wants to know. Not so fast. Name? Well, you aren't here on my list. Scram, eh? We're trying to catch a killer here.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, he reaches out, flicks a finger against one of your scales, and...
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
I am reading. Is this... My book is in my hands, my face turned away from you. Perhaps my eyes not on the page. Damnable thing.
He grabs a metal plate and watches his reflection with one eye as the other shifts left to right and up to down. He repeats the maneuver with the opposite eye.
No, they are working quite adequately. It seems you are at fault. Predictable, really.
Why do you think you can touch me like that?
Oh? Oh, I see. I crossed a cultural taboo. How difficult. You have my apologies, Lizard. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once. Perhaps. Take this book, for example. I understand all of it, and yet none of it makes sense. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
War between the Divine Order and the Black Ring, it dwarfed everything that went before. You know everything, obviously. Both its ancient empires abided through all of history, even in the face of the Divine Order. Well, Cranley Hubert's work is generous in his authority, but you can recommend some histories of each race.
Most unusual, and if it's not too rude to suggest, not much of an answer. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your god. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what... Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
Some things just aren't known. Gods are forces of nature. They don't have a history. Why are you so curious about the gods? If you want legends, you shouldn't be reading a history book.
The elf's face freezes for just a second before...
Oh, it's just one of my idle curiosities. We mortals do like to consider... Now, please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
Why are you so curious about the gods?
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
I've been through worse. Do you actually care? Would you be fine if you were collared like a dog and stuck in a ship's hold with a corpse and a murderer on the list? I've been through worse.
Trust me, with Bishop Alexander in charge, things will get a lot better from here on out. He's God-woken, you know. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted for...
That way. I always drop your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Ah, there you are. Husband. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this loser woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
Play along and take her arm with a grin. Tell the children they must be mistaken. Squinted a lot of them. Who's Lose? Say she must have you confused with someone else. Look at the past little dirty kids and say they seem well enough like brats to you. I'll help her out.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we? You presume right.
You know anything about the murder that happened?
Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Let's have a look around together. We can watch each other's backs.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles.
Good luck, Chief.
You seem on edge, officer. What on earth is the matter? Murder most foul, and I strongly suspect you know all about it. Do you? Well, perhaps you're absolutely right.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella? Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end. Good God! The woman's mad! You there! Sorcerer! Go and fetch Magister Siwan! We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
Oh, I'm getting tired. What time is it? Oh. It's only been an hour, a little over an hour. Yes, sir. Certainly the murderer must be brought to justice. This may be the perfect opportunity to create a mutiny. Tell the woman you stand by her. Address the sorcerer and ask her what she meant by there are others whose lives must end.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene. Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
We're in this.
What's happened?
From both sides? In there. Not go that way yet.
God damn it! Need to get off this wreck and quick! Not long before this thing snaps into splinters. What in blazes? Something's pounding on the hull.
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You recognize the symbol immediately for what it is, a warning of death fog within. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The crimson drains from your hand, and you are left numb.
Death fog barrels have been locked down and stored throughout. You and risk both if they will circle around on there and lights out.
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to him,
No! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid. No wonder they're so
The skeleton looks up and...
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
Shouldn't you be doing the same? Ship's going down.
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from...
I know your god did not gift you with much, but kindly use the little you were given. Do you look at me and think, why yes, there is someone with organs enough to drown? Trifling matters like water and poison do not No, damp robes are the most I have to fear. Once this glorified skiff hits the sea floor, I will simply walk whereas you, I believe, have lifeboats to pointlessly squabble over. I believe you did. Although I was wearing the face of an elf. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed a mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands. Remember, one of your race's weaknesses is having your lungs filled with water until you can no longer breathe.
The skeleton resumes his search.
Yeah, that doesn't go through.
For fight, Grace, what was...
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his...
Another sorcerer!
The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you.
I can help you if you get the stupid device off me.
Even if I knew how to rip that thing off, I wouldn't. Some crazy banshee comes screaming through, and now we got void bugs swarming up top. Sorcerer mutant!
He whispers loudly to the other Magister.
Don't just cower there, Rix. Take out your blade.
Rix grabs his sword, which shakes in the rhythm of his trembling hand.
That's right, there's a mutiny, and if you want to see your families again, you'll stand down. There's no mutiny. I almost died at this woman's hands. Tell Magister C1 is injured. She asked for you to find help. That's right, there's a mutiny.
The Magisters look to each other, then back to you, and unsheath their blades with a metallic...
Your lies end here.
I thought I had a melee weapon.
You thought Rivellon was flat.
Bishop Alexander, the smug little tyke that thinks he can imprison a prince. How comical.
Money mittens. So write this letter down when near the isle. By the time now delivers it, I will be but a day away. I've heeded Alexander's orders just as you said I should, but I think of Lucian often. Would the divine have condoned us? Would he have blessed us as we rip children from their mothers? Can this be the only way? I feel cold inside. And out. One of the things I'm certain, your arms will warm me when I find you again. Ricks. Journal. Makes it difficult to read, but you manage to make out much of the latest entry. Oh shit. Where's the way out? Set of instructions for transporting sorcerers to a place called the Joy. Okay. Maybe we gotta go back downstairs.
Lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. You hear a faint thud, thud. The dwarf lies in a heap on the... The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor. The dwarf lies in a heap. Ifan lies motionless, curled on the ground. His eyes flicker open.
Lucian.
Ifan cries out. Then his eyes fall closed again. Ifan lies motionless, curled.
not the final dark. Not yet.
I'll get you out of here if I can.
It's no use. Your words do not...
The dice roll darkly. They roll...
The elf lies motionless.
Chunk of flesh. There's let's get
The Magister lies on the floor.
that book. That was something. The Source King insists there are no magics too foul, even those that will block or even remove the source within an individual to let his madness. It is an invitation to manipulate all which we once believed immutable, express all manner of experimental subjects. The text beneath this series of hexes and materials required for muting source. Some of those objects are circle of black ink, helm, collar, mask. Let's get out of here.
The hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another way.
Oh crap. No?
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her eyes...
Here. That's it. No.
Lifeboat! That means there's still a chance!
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
Said there were other people down there. We need to help.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time to get the hell out of here.
Colin book, yellow belly. I'll return to lower deck and check the survivors. Yellow belly coward.
Thank you! There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight down.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear?
Where's the ladder?
Had to open your big mouth, didn't you?
You should never leave
Okay.
someone behind.
If you could walk, get yourself up the ladder. There's a boat. Wait! Voidwoken! These beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
Flaming radiant.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary. Let the games begin.
I've faced worse.
Glory is mine. Tell him there might be more. We need to move.
Away! The sea's hungry. We don't have much time.
It's Magister Siwan, the one who put on this damn collar. Sounds like she needs help.
Had to open your big mouth, didn't you?
Wait! We need to wait!
Gods! That thing! There's no time.
I got knocked out? What happened? Yeah, switching up a little. Watching the new Divinity trailer kind of got me going into trying something old. Been a long time since I played this.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead.
This reminds me of Baldur's Gate, exactly right
it was
here.
a bit of a rough and tumble journey. I suppose I'm the lone survivor. Which is entirely appropriate, if you ask me.
Can't go. Okay, going upstairs.
Brachus Rex. King, sorcerer, and scholar. Though not quite a gentleman. It's broken.
Have you played this? There's one of the kids.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to lizards.
Keep to yourself then. Dummy should heed what he learned. He ought to avoid addressing his superiors directly. That's a pity. Lizards are famed storytellers.
Really? Like, what kind of stories?
You know, an excellent one about a dragon king. He ruled vast lands and married a beautiful elf princess. You can recount the tales of Isha, a famed lizard adventurer, Sue's seven-headed snake of Orem. A dragon king. Let's go with this.
A
Isha.
seven-headed snake? That sounds scary. Can I hear it anyway?
You warmly tell the tale of Visha, but despite your best efforts, you notice that your knowledge of legends and monsters is somehow upsetting the child.
Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
You must be, or you wouldn't be here. Do I look like a sorcerer?
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching your face. He lifts his mirror to his nose, closes one eye.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy.
Crazy. They're crazy. They may be, well, wrong and crazy. Why are you out here all alone?
No one cares where I go. They know I can't leave the island. It's nicer out here than inside, anyway.
It isn't safe out here. Our ship was attacked by Voidwoken.
But you didn't die.
Why don't you seem scared?
Guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary.
Okay. Must be another path. Gotta get this necklace off. There are enemies ahead. Press left shift to see the enemy sight range. How did I do that? I don't know, but...
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn! They made it to the shore.
Crafty weaponry. Die by the sword. What advice to the badly armed? Tie your ship or... Tie your knife or shiv if that's all you had to a stick or branch. Now you got a sword. Okay. Oh, that's that squirrel. Eat, eat, eat! Neat. Where do I get a stick from now? I have a stick in my arrow shaft. Makeshift club. Okay. Got a pocket knife. Shiv. Do we have any sticks? I do not see. Arrow shafts.
A black cat. A herald of wisdom in my homeland. How fortuitous.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with its eyes clear, and it shakes its head.
Only speak to animals, but still. There's something over here.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi.
Okay.
I never want to set foot on a stuffy old boat ever again. Never.
And save. Can't get over there, okay. But we can go around there. Dwarven skeleton, there's a ladder. Okay.
Where is he?
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your 5th blue jester this round.
I remember this.
What of it? Yeah, what of it? Ah, grab it in your...
Looky here, mates. A fresh face. We love fresh faces. Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house. No problem, Freshie. In that case, enjoy your stay. But I'll be needing to collect your interment fee first, of course. Chuff to you, Chief. Here are your cards. You're up first.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
Quite the hand, Freshie. Unfortunately, 2 is less than 5, and that's how many purples I've got. I reckon that makes me the winner. I'll be having your fee then. I'm sure the Reds told you. No one gets along without paying the interment fee. So, let's make this easy. Empty your pockets.
You gain more if you have me and my connections as allies.
Don't think your connections will get here in time to save you if you don't pay up now. Go on then. Whatever pennies you've got in your pocket ain't worth my breath. But don't you go telling Griff I was soft on you. Another inmate, but you wouldn't guess it. Runs this place like he's Dallas herself. Shouldn't be too hard to find him in the kitchen.
What is it, weirdo? Your coin's gathering in a cave to the east. Head there if you want to keep your face in one piece.
Why is she associated with human thugs?
We gotta stay alive, ain't we?
Huh? What you doing here? Didn't Griff already take one of them ears of yours?
Mistaken me for somebody else. Who are you talking about?
That's so. Oh, hey, you're right. Reckon the lizard I'm thinking of was got rid of last week. Probably for the best. Griff cut him real good.
Find a stick or branch, have sharp piece of rock to one end. Do the same with a sharp piece of metal. Now you got a simple axe. You're no longer unarmed. Okay. We need to find sticks for the other one, but we got a rope. Where'd your rope go? A stick. Oh, can't use that.
Fella's got more right hands than an octopus.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
Are you alright?
Don't touch me! You're too close. This color, this place, it's squeezing the life from me.
Squeeze back.
I can't. How is it possible? 1 minute you're in the garden in the sun, the next you're here, and they've put this...
Her hands move again to her throat. She seems to try to make space between her neck and the collar, but there's no space to be made.
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold.
No, no, cheating liars don't mean I can't beat ya.
A little respect for Griff's right hand, Topsy girl.
Please, I'm sorry, but you must leave. My baby's terrified of lizards. She may be hiding from you even now. Irma! Irma, darling, are you here? Please, sweetheart, where are you? Thank you. Good day.
The fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. Do you hear that, Farah? You got to cut that out. What's happened to ya?
If you don't like it, maybe you can help her.
Aye, she needs help, but none that I can give. Mad as a cooker, that one, and twice as loud.
Why do you think you're mad?
What else do you call hollering after a ghost? That child of hers she's shouting after has been dead and buried a month over. Killed by a void woken back in our home village. Never even stepped foot in Fort Joy.
Okay.
And there ain't no amount of hollering that'll bring her back.
No.
I told him at noon exactly. Didn't I?
Mummy's right here.
Find a short piece of metal, wrap one end in cloth. Now you have a shield.
She
I
ain't
have
coming
a
back.
shield, but
I told him at noon exactly. Didn't I?
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold.
No, just because the pair of you are filthy cheating liars don't mean I can't beat ya.
Where is he?
Pipe down, Farah. It's time to accept reality.
Shh! Bishop Alexander and the Hammer are here. They're here!
Come on then, Lexi.
I'm a proud loyal to the Order. I would not dream of subverting our cause.
Please. Your Godwoken has asked you a question. Answer him.
Need I repeat myself?
But I know nothing of any Verdus.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
I am a proud loyal to the Order. I would not dream of subverting our cause.
Atusa, please.
Your Godwoken has asked you a question. Answer him.
Need I repeat myself?
But I know nothing of any Verdus.
The soldier stares straight ahead, knees locked. Perspiration. The guard's eyebrows furrow, and he makes a small motion with his head, suggesting
Subverting our cause.
the guard growls faintly and stares at the scene before him without.
Answer him. Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
makes himself small. Step forward, saying this is injustice at best and base cruelty at worst. Shout that whether she's telling the truth or lies, you won't find out by mutilating her. Command the kin to disobey. She stands above the petty law of slave folk. Quietly, the muse said if she wanted to keep a lot of their magisters in check at once, this spectacle is the way to do it. Think to yourself that this Alexander seems type to roll over for a compliment. Could be worth remembering. Your stomach turns, your heart reaches to your kin. Your hand feels frozen at your side.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your the fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What happened?
What a waste.
They killed her.
Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
Ooh, grab it all. Firestorm grenade, resurrection, another resurrection, cool. Air essence, Atusa's leg, healing potion.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
I'll find the stick. Okay, we came from over there. Nothing up there. Get out this way. I need a stick. Make a weapon. There. Right, leveled. Does that give us any? Yes. Okay. We have 2 points available. Let's go. Strength and intelligence. Weapons. Dual-handed, right? Huntsman. Increase the damage bonus when attacking from high ground. All poison earth damage. Air damage. Water damage. Whenever you deal damage directly to vitality. 1 free attribute point per point invested. Oh. Pyrokinetic. Increase all fire damage we deal. That's probably what we're going to go with. Scoundrel, increase movement speed and boost your critical modifier. Summoning, warfare. Okay. Bartering, lucky charm. Persuasion. War Master. thievery. Let's go bartering for now. Talent. And tags, okay. This way we're going. This way. Any sticks. Up here. A shovel.
Rubbish.
Hearing. A skull. How do we combine it with the fire? Where'd the fish go? Invalid. Yeah, okay. Oh, let's see. What recipes we got? Knife on a stick. Knife on a stick. Primitive harpoon. Short stick, any knife. Stone on a stick. Okay. Bedroll. Find some sticks. There's something here. Oh, it's up here. Okay. Try going around. Let's see. Oh, there's vines over here, okay. Right there, okay. This took me forever to find the first time I played, now that I think about it. Well, do I not have enough? skills to get up there yet. Okay.
Here lies a nameless inmate. May he find the peace denied him in life in the Hall of Echoes. Here lies a nameless inmate. May he find the peace denied him in life in the Hall of Echoes.
Keep an eye out for secret passages. Try walking through the hanging vines. Ah, okay.
I wonder where this leads.
Alcove. Booze barrel. Vein. Sorcery.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's still not wearing his mask. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at...
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to... Oh.
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That's stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor?
What are you doing? Get the hell away from that body. Cough politely.
Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected.
I'm surprised to find you here. Why did you head for Prison Island?
It seems the human that stole my mask was rather more resourceful than I gave her credit for. I chased her here, but she rather seems to have given me the slip.
He turns back to the body, prodding at its face cautiously.
What's your business with the body? Anything valuable there?
Oh, yes. An exceptionally common, but exceptionally valuable commodity. A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Why do you need to make a mask? Why is this so urgent? It's not like you're going anywhere.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I have important things to do on Reaper's Coast. I cannot simply sit about waiting for the rest of you to die so I may continue my business in peace. No. I may be an eternal, but my patience has its limits. Indeed. I may be the only eternal. At least from this realm. As for the others... well... there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers.
Eternal? What is that? Some sort of cult? Why are you here if your people have vanished? Where do you think your people are? In some other realm? Sounds like he needs a companion. Ask if he'd like to travel with you. Sounds like you need a companion. You want to travel with me?
I suppose. Circumstances being what they are. You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful. Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather... Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality.
But being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this enterprise of yours?
A wizard suits me perfectly. Do you know much magic?
Much magic? I was controlling the powers of the universe while your people were still... doing whatever it is you used to do. What speciality would you prefer?
Elemental powerhouse. Oh, so there's like 5 different types of magic users. There's a cleric, enchanter, a witch, a wizard, and a conjurer. Conjurer sounds cool, but let's go with a wizard for elemental powerhouse.
Oh, you've asked the wizard if he would please join your party as a wizard. And here I was, worried that your people might not be the sharpest tools in the I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Now, shall we get
That
splendid?
settles it.
Very well.
8 new recipes learned. Journal update. Stay in pants, knock down arrowhead, repair hammer. Cool. Fail up poison. Oh. Alright, get over there. Probably come through there. Okay. Got a body down there? Is it? Oh.
I've spotted something.
Let me get around. usually right on it. I pay attention. What's this? Looks like a little box. Let me do anything with it. No, can't go through that. Look like that would be. How do we get up there? No mouse. There we go. Okay.
Brachus Rex, for it is he, stares stonily out to sea. The statue thrums. You feel its power.
Oh, okay. Fast travel point. Here. Oh, but we can't get up here yet. Mystic, scholar, male, undead, human. 13. Accuracy 100%. Poisons his. Oh, so he probably killed that person. Geomancer and pyrokinetics. Okay. Lore mastery. The goose. Far out man. Range of skills and scroll by 2 meters. Gives you 5% bonus critical chance, 10% extra critical multiplier. Lets you heal from poison, but regular healing will damage you instead. Poison status even if you have magic armor. Try going down through here, maybe. Or back into the prison across. That's probably the best way. But let's just explore. Oh. Can I go very far here? that scroll? Armor.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
You! Help me teach this beast. He must respect. If not, he comes for you next.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make this so hard?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the...
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no big...
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment, before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you.
Stand aside like that. Ask why the elf owes them money. Ask about Griff. Tell the elf you should pay up. Rules are rules. So this sounds more like a shakedown in disguise. This isn't my quarrel. Why does the elf owe you money?
Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food, for protection, no exceptions. Especially not for elves. Griff's orders.
Food? Protection? I have neither.
You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round here. A fool never knows what if... Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
If you harm her, I won't stand by and watch.
And neither will I.
We got a system, and it looks like you don't want to fit in.
Nope, we don't. Oh, shit. Daggers, okay. Play dead.
told him at
Fossil
noon
strike.
exactly. Didn't I?
She's gone, Farah. Gone.
I could have shot both of them. Okay. Damn, she's got a lot of moves.
Stay down, you!
Follow me, before more of them trouble us.
I've an errand to run around here first. I'll catch up with you there later.
Remember, past the kitchens, down to the beach, inside the caves there. There is a safe place.
Ooh, we got a club.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
Some gold, okay.
As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm. Fane leans in and whispers in your ear.
If it would be acceptable, I have an inquiry for this human. It is of a... And if it would not be acceptable, well, that would render this entire conversation rather awkward.
What's the worst that could happen?
Fane approaches the blacksmith and quietly speaks to her. You can't overhear much, but he seems to be gesturing towards her head. Fane's words are quiet, but you hear the blacksmith repeat, "Face Ripper," in shock. She slowly starts to back away.
What is it with creeps like you and Master Niles? I told him to slither back to his dungeon, and you can get too, freak!
Fane backs away, scratching his head. It seems that didn't go as he'd expected. He is lost in thought, though. She must have said something he found interesting.
Is that indigestion or is it... Oh god, not now.
Past the kitchen. Oh, what's this? Yeah.
Junk.
Leave me! Go! Thank you.
Where's the kitchen? Okay, let's see what...
looking for a match? You'll have a good head on most of the competition, that's for certain. A good tail, too. Poor lugs won't know what hit 'em.
What's for the matches?
You'll find out. Down the hatch, then.
The delivery. Surely you'll have one.
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features, regal and radiant, but cold too. And she was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship that went under, deciding fates with every roll. Or so she... Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away. And you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze.
Ask her what she has her so enamored with that lizard. What the guy has to do to earn that stare. What does the guy have to do to earn that stare?
No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a long needle being pushed a little ways.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time, I'll let my needle do the licking.
Tell her true, I am the Red Prince.
A prince of the House of Slavers. You've just signed your own death warrant with that.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded in the... Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond features. A curiously shaped...
It's dawning on you, isn't it? Why I hate reptiles like you.
You recognize the scars of the lizard slave mark, but it's not your family's design. There's no reason for her to hate you. She won. She's in control of the master, but now she should back off before things get out of hand. Politely ask her to remove the needle so you can talk to Silver.
There is no civilization among...
She drives the needle in deep...
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
Instead of killing me, you could join me.
Never.
We're planning an escape and you need people with talents like hers.
You're a slaver, Prince. Why would I chain my fate to one like you freely, like I was once forced to?
I saved you from certain death back on that ship. Despite the apparent irony, you're the only one strong enough to secure her freedom. With you by her side, she can make it back to the mainland. Reason was that your wits and wiles combined, you could get out of here. No one would expect the two of you to work together. Let her think about it. What would she accomplish here? Nothing but a few hollow moments of vengeance. No one would expect the two of us to work together.
I hate to say it, but you make... Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push? You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you live. I'll even agree to travel with you, provided we talk to another lizard. The one... I'm not quite sure the weather will...
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down.
Let's discuss our respective roles, then. You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide-and-seek. So, what role would you like me to play? As a rogue, my speciality is stealth. The quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. That said, I'm perfectly lethal, wielding any weapon or magic. So, the choice is yours. be fine. Lead on, or better yet, then follow me.
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine.
Queen's beard. It looks like you lost a fight with a claw hammer. Reckon you're in need of something to heal yourself up, eh?
Tell her she thinks you look bad. She should see the other guy. No, don't be silly. You look dashing and she knows it. Tell her attend to you without delay. You're a prince, not a common patient. Her perception indicates an excellent education. Where did she study? Don't be silly. I look dashing and you know it.
Always a sucker for tall and handsome myself. Never seen a red one of your kind, but I'm a humble country duck. Anyhow, a potion won't do you harm now, will it?
Instead of a potion, she hands you an empty bottle and a fat brown mushroom.
Give her a quizzical look.
Not scared of a little elbow grease, are you? A fella ought to know how to put himself right. Go ahead and combine the mushroom with the vial. Once you've mastered the technique, you'll never need help from a crusty old quack like me again.
Why don't you just heal that injured fellow if she has the makings for potions?
Dane's as stubborn as an old steer. Says he don't believe in alchemy and won't accept a potion from me or anyone else. The jackanap would rather die than drink something that ain't at least 30 proof. Still, my job ain't to judge, but to heal. Or if that fails, to comfort. Seems that's all I can do for old Dane anymore. Business savvy? Don't be profane. This is people's health we are talking about.
Oh, out my face. Them scales won't save you. I'll punch your lights out.
He smacks your hand away, refusing the potion.
You're trying to kill me, ain't you?
Okay. Oh, hold on, there's 2 markers. Cavern entrance to the arena.
Save your spirit to fight the Reaper.
Dreamer's resting place. Okay. We got multiple quests here. Let's go. Is that it?
A little reprieve from the din outside.
I'm magic to you, you're dead!
Thank you for your help with that, thug. No doubt he turns on you next. These humans hate us.
Happy to help.
She bows.
Is there any way out of the port?
I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs, I can stand, but I fear the Magisters.
Okay. I think we're gonna end it here in the cave. Have a good night. I think I'll be playing this again tomorrow. I gotta play Destiny this weekend one time at least to get Zer before he's gone. Alright, have a good night. And, well, let's see. Is there anybody else playing? Now let's raid somebody.